This blue dot's going on the air. Looks like he's going everywhere. With his pet Jenny and his blue dot family. Travis is his tech guy. Put that blue dot in the sky. On his first Naruto run. Looked like this blue dot was having fun. He is not a mouse. Moved from the shop to the house. With Marsha and his clan. This blue dot is the man. Travis is his tech guy. Put that blue dot in the sky. Looked like he was having fun. Looked like this blue dot is gonna run. He likes to say every day in his own special way. Are you shitting me? And he loves his blue dot family. We love John, he is the man. And we love this special clan. We are a blue dot family. And we like to be free.
How y'all doing, family? It is Tuesday, baby. It's time for a family meeting. It's not only that, if y'all notice the title of this episode, whatever you want to call this, our family meeting is a call to duty, baby. A call to duty. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. And that's what we got, baby. That is our duty. That's what my shirt says, by the way. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. And we can see injustice happening every day. We saw it in the Senate when they acquitted this idiot, after obviously showing everything that he was guilty as a dog, and now we're seeing it today with the Department of Justice. Anyway, baby, it's showtime. It's showtime. That's the name on the first one to check in on Periscope today was It's Showtime. So we appreciate it. You coming by. Robert Carrasco, Joy Peters, Gene Siegfried, John Heron, our archaeologist there, Maria Betancourt, Tanya Bruden, Dusty Valempendo, Bill Jones, and our own Oddly Wired. We appreciate it, and we want to keep the show upbeat and going good because we want to cheer up Cheryl Petratier, who said she was depressed. I seen it in the comments there. We don't want you being depressed, baby. We want you thinking positive because that's what this is, baby. This is a call to duty of every patriot in this country to rise up, baby. Your vote means more now than it has in decades, baby. This is it. Our republic is on the line, and we saw it today again with his meddling with the Roger Stone. We know Roger Stone's Donnie's boy, been with him a long time. You know Roger Stone, the guy with the Nixon tattoo on his back. So whoever his prison mate, having a fine time looking at that. Anyway, he was set. The prosecutors and the federal prosecutor had recommended, I think it was 7 to 9 years. He got found guilty of lying to Congress. He was found guilty of witness intimidation, amongst other things, and they recommended 7 to 9 years. Ooh, boy, howdy shit there, Roger. Getting your asshole puckered up there, buddy. Get a little scared. Don't worry. Your buddy Donnie's going to step in. Donnie tweeted for you. And the next thing you know, all 4 federal prosecutors on this case that had worked this case from the beginning resigned from the case today because of Donnie's little tweet. Because remember, always remember, and you remember it in November, Donnie is the law. Donnie will decide who is guilty, who is innocent, who deserves to go to jail, who deserves to keep their trident pin, and who deserves to be turned loose, exonerated, pardoned, use whatever word you want to for it, whatever the shit this is. That's a statement, baby, when all 4 federal prosecutors resigned from this case. But don't worry, the new guy, who I just read just now before the air, his letter to the court, this new guy's name is Timothy Shea, United States Attorney. And in a 5-page letter, of which I will not read all of it to you, he specifies no less than probably 5 or 6 Supreme Court cases pointing out the fact that the guilty dog shouldn't be punished. Oh, look, you don't have to go to that extreme for this reason and this reason and that reason. The letter to the court defers to the court the sentencing, and that the prosecutors no longer recommend any sentencing and leave it to the judge. This judge ain't been too happy with Roger, by the way. I don't think Roger is going to come out with no time. I think he will get sentenced probably somewhere around, 2 years or some shit like that. But Donnie will step in and either commute his sentence or pardon him, which will probably be the case, because he's itching to do that. But that's what's going to happen. So there's no justice here. There was no justice in the Senate when you have a trial with no witnesses. We see the injustices happening right in front of us, and he's giving you the finger, baby. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I can do whatever I want. I'm president. That's the shit he spouts. That's what he lives by. And now our Department of Justice, although we already knew it, we already were well aware of William Barr's performance in the Department of Justice, being the court jester, I guess, for Don. No, that would be Giuliani, I guess. Now, this would be, well, he's just a consigliere, the mob lawyer that was called in to protect Donnie, to do whatever Donnie wants, to degrade our government, our institutions. Mike Pompeo, same way. Same way. He's not going to stand up and defend Yovanovitch. Are you shitting me? Donnie be mad at him. Nobody wants Donnie mad. Fuck Donnie! The horse he rode in on. Anyway, this is a call to duty. It's the duty of every red-blooded, patriotic American. And I guess that excludes the Republican Party. To stand up. To fight this injustice. It becomes your duty to do so. What was that?
That was you.
I didn't mean it, Lord. Missed again. Anyway, it is. The New Hampshire primaries are tonight. I'm supposed to get updates either from Mama or Travis across the desk.
Yep. And
we'll find out who's going to be up at the top tonight. I did get a little tickle at, let me see, I think it was, the guy that's not on the ballot.
You're gonna have to
Bloomberg.
Bloomberg. Oh, Bloomberg.
Yeah, he won this one little district in writing cabinets, and I was thinking, oh, look at there, Bloomberg got a write-in there, and it was about 5 to 8 people in this whole district, and so the voting was over rather quickly. So that they had written in Bloomberg, and then the other one split the rest of it, I guess. But I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. But that's going on tonight. So yeah, after this, South Carolina, and then on to Nevada, baby. But it's all going to happen sooner or later, ain't that right, Velda?
Yes, it is.
Yes, ma'am. Yep. What do you think about our Department of Justice?
Them.
Jumping through the hoops, baby. Jumping through the hoops.
They are doing just like the Congress and the House did for Hitler.
Yeah. Yeah. You know,
The writing's on the wall. If we don't
is.
stop this, we will be another Nazi nation
We will.
in which my
Yeah.
uncle and my dad
We
fought.
turn.
My uncle died for, and my dad fought for.
It's called fascism. That's what it is, baby. That's what we're fighting here, and that's what the Republican Party seem all too willing to embrace, in the name of a free society, of course, liberty, and you know, all the other bullshit they send your way.
Another thing that they did with his fucking border wall blew up and went through Arizona and destroyed Native American
I've
cemeteries,
seen that. I've seen a story
burial
on that.
ground.
That's
They did not even
like they would
move
give a
the
shit.
burial ground.
Well, like they
And
would
now
give a
it's
shit.
going through.
It gets
Now
in the
it's
way of
going
progress.
through artifacts.
You think that
They don't
it's
give a
just
rat's
an
ass.
Indian thing? Don't worry about it. It's in the name of progress. We're here to save your country. That's what we're here doing. Shut up. That's what they expect. That's what they say. That's the way they act. How about it, Lone Wolf? You in there, baby?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hide an anthill for them.
You'd like to find
Mattered,
an
mattered hell, but I don't know what
Yeah.
to do about it.
Yeah.
I've got rawhide I can wet.
Oh,
I've
you've
got
been
steaks
watching
that I can
cowboy and Indian movies. You're gonna
And
strap
I've
them
got
down on an
it.
anthill and get that wet leather out.
Yep. That's the
Yeah.
way
And
to
you
do it.
pour
It's the
honey
way you
all
feel.
over 'em.
It's the way you feel. That's what the emotion inside of us is telling us. That we hate him so much that we wish him ill. Yeah. Where's that doll? Yeah, I need to stick a pin in there.
That doll from
Anyway, you can always have your wishes here, right there in your fat little mouth.
Don't lose faith in karma. His day is coming.
His karma's coming. It is, baby.
You got that right.
And guess what their name is? Us. We are the karma, and it's got to come. It has to, baby. We are recognizing exactly what's going on here. It's the taking over of all our institutions, and he will run everything. Every cabinet, every cabinet member will be replaced with a yes guy for Donnie. I don't know. Metafly, help me out here, baby. Daffy.
Metaphor? You mean me Daffy?
Me Daffy. See, I read it wrong.
What?
What? I'm sorry.
You
Did
need
we?
to get glasses.
I do. I need to get glasses. I'm working on it.
Guess what happens on the 18th of this month?
On the 18th of February, tell me, Lone Wolf.
Early voting.
Early voting starts on the 18th of February.
For your area? Cool.
For Texas.
Oh, cool. For Texas.
For Democratic primaries.
Oh, that's for the primary. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? Because it'd be mighty early for November. Where you going? Okay.
I'm gonna go early vote. You bet your ass.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It makes you feel well. Sometimes I like to strut my shit right down there because I know they all just waiting on me to come in the door. I hate to disappoint them. You know, in your face.
That day, wear your fuck Trump shirt.
Yeah, they won't let me. That's one thing they won't let you do. They won't let you wear a political stuff into the voting area.
Piss on them.
What about my Purple Heart hat?
Yeah, I believe you can wear that. Yes, sir. I think you could wear that proudly. As a matter of fact,
I damn sure will.
I was thinking about wearing the one I'm wearing right now. When injustice becomes when injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. I ain't saying I like Trump or I like this person or that person. It's just making a statement about when injustice happens.
About the process.
About the process, baby. Anyway, Budman, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Good. Got your part of the country under control?
What's that?
I said you got your part of the country under control?
The little section here I'm sitting in, yeah, that's under control.
Outstanding. It's the piece you're sitting on. Got that under control. The rest of it we have to team up for, Budman.
Got that right.
And Aussie Dave. How are you doing, Aussie?
Oh, bloody ripper, mate. I'm great.
Good.
I'm great.
Good.
I'm great. Happy for Australia and sad for the world because what's happening in your great country affects the world to the point of where you get a Malaysian prime minister ringing up and telling your president to resign.
Right.
That's pretty strong. I've never heard of a president of another country telling the president of the United States to resign.
To resign. Kind of news, isn't it? You know.
It is. It is. Don, you better resign because you're no good for your country and you're no good for the humanity.
He's
and
not good for the whole world.
No, and he scares me. He's not my leader, and he's certainly not my leader of the free world, because the leader of the free world promotes democracy.
Right.
This man doesn't.
No.
If he had his way, what would happen is the workers will be wearing grey overalls, and that would be your standard dress to wear all the time, so you can be identified.
Do we get a star? Do we get a star or something?
You'll get a star. That's right. And if you live, don't say anything against Donnie. You get to live. And the middle class will have blue uniforms, and the upper crust will have gold uniforms.
Oh, of course,
everyone will know. Yes, and Donnie will know who's who. You're a poor man. Don't talk to me. This is bad, guys.
That sounds like North Korea for some reason.
It does, mate.
Like Hitler.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can combine Hitler, North Korea. You can what's that fucking Italian guy? Mussolini. Yes, thank you, Velda. We know what happened to Mussolini in the end. They hung him and his wife up by their heels and beat to death.
That's what I'm afraid of. That old saying of 1/3 of this country would kill the other third while the other third watched. That's the kind of shit that scares me. It is the people that turn a blind eye, because yes, we did see that in Germany, 1930s, when good Germans turned their face. They didn't look at what was going on. Oh, look at there, another Jewish business closed down. Well, I hope somebody gets that building sometime soon. They didn't
What's the quote?
acknowledge.
First they came for.
Yes.
Oh, what am I
First
trying
they
to
came
say?
for I don't know the exact quote. I'd have to be.
Fill in the
First
blank.
they came for the progressives, and I said nothing. And then they came for there's a long list of that.
First it was the illegals.
Yeah, and then they came for the
came
blacks
for the
and the Hispanics, and the basic gist is if you don't say something, if you don't stand up now, by the time you get ready to stand up, there's nobody behind you, baby.
You're squashed.
You're nothing. We all stand together now.
Stand up. See, he's running on fear. That's what he's running on. Yeah. Everyone is scared. They're scared to say
of that jack shit.
We aren't, but those senators in that building seem to be afraid of him for some reason, whether it be Republican or Democrat. Besides Nancy, Nancy is done a lot, and she's in for a lot of trouble. That poor woman's going to.
Oh yeah, she's up. Yeah, and he's got it out for her now. He's a vindictive asshole. We all know that part. So we can only guess at how many ways he is going to try to come down on people that opposed him. It doesn't matter who. Adam Schiff, you think he ain't got a hard on to try to get, if he could find it, to go after Adam Schiff or Nadler or anybody else who spoke up? Because all of those people have aides that work for them. You think those people aren't on somebody's target? You bet their ass.
Yeah.
You know, everybody.
They'll go through the Congress like Epsom salts. They will just go and anything they can to say, well, I, Donald Trump, have been vindicated because someone else broke the law, so that means that what I ever do is okay. Yeah. I don't see the logic in that. Find fault in someone else.
He has been vindicated in his impeachment, which that means he's not impeached, which is a bunch of bullshit. He is.
He's wanting it to be overturned.
What they call it, expunged. Bullshit.
Expunged.
Nope.
Yeah.
No,
it's not expunged. No, not going to fucking happen. He's impeached forever. It'll be in the history books. He's impeached. But on
the White House lawn, he did say on the White House, some freak of a reporter, it's got to be a Fox report, some reporter said to him yesterday on the White House lawn, Mr. Trump, do you think that you can that the impeachment can be expunged? They brought the word out, expunged. He wouldn't know what that word means anyhow.
No.
He said yes. Yes, that's a very good question, he said. So some Fox reporter put that in his head. That's a very good question.
Oh yeah. It's like everything else that he does. He insinuates shit. As a matter of fact, just the other day he had an interview with somebody, and he was talking to the interviewer, and he said, Bloomberg, he wants a box. He wants a box. Bloomberg, he wants a box. Bloomberg didn't ask for a box. Not talking about nothing on no debate or anything, but he's just he's just putting that bullshit out there. And somebody's going to hear it, and they're going to believe it, and that's it. Next thing you know, he's so short he has to move the box.
He's seeding
that Buttigieg?
Seeding a paddock, right? He's seeding a paddock for crops.
Yes.
And not watering that paddock, but some of those seeds will still sprout. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He only has to put some doubt out there.
It gives that idiots a talking line.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I just got a message on my YouTube. It was something about some troll. I can't remember what they said. I told them to quit watching Fox News and ban their ass. Yeah, some moron talking about, one, I needed medication. She wrote that. But
you need a medication.
All about.
Check the.
Go ahead.
Check the Blue Star or Blue Dot Facebook page, because I posted something really funny.
You can put it on Discord.
On the Blue Dot page.
You can put it on Discord as well. Some of us don't go to Facebook.
Yeah. Some people aren't here on Facebook in the room, so if you're on Discord, you could post it in the.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I see somebody posted that song here. Who posted that song? There it is.
Zelda posted.
The Day Democracy Died sung by the Founding Fathers.
Yes, I did.
Excellent. I enjoyed the shit out of that. I shared it on Facebook myself. If you haven't heard it, try to look it up. It's on the Discord chat.
And
Barbara
there's another
wrote a song.
And I put that one up too, and that is awesome too.
What's that? What?
It's against Trump, and the name of it, I'll scroll up. I can't remember, but I can scroll up.
Yogi
Don't lie to me.
Now.
By Barbara Streisand.
Yeah, Don't Lie to Me by Barbara Streisand.
Oh.
That's a new song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm looking at when they came. Was written by Martin Niemöller. No, I don't see the one you're all talking about.
One of her phrases says, how do you sleep?
And I did not speak out. Yeah, who posted that?
How do you sleep when the world is burning?
At 3:34.
Yeah, Bernadette just posted it. Yeah.
Now, Yogi just posted something that is very interesting. Like the Democrats, the Senate Republicans have just blocked an effort by the Democrats to unanimously pass 3 election security bills on Tuesday, making the latest attempt to clear legislation ahead of November. So, in other words, 3 fixes of election interference have been put forward, and the Republicans said, "Nah, we will leave it there." What does that tell you?
It tells us everything we need to know. It tells us exactly what Diana Mallory just donated through Super Chat and said, "Are you fucking shitting me?" Oh, no, I'm sorry. My eyesight's bad. She didn't write that. She read, "Are you fucking chitting me? 4 prosecutors resign over DOJ interference?" Hell yes, Diana Mallory. They did. They did. And no, we're not chitting you. And I don't want y'all to think because she spelled that with a PH, not an F. So it's proper English, baby. It's proper English. Thank you, Diana Mallory. We appreciate it so much, darling.
Ugly intercourse.
And ugly intercourse. Ugly intercourse. I got to remember that. That slips out of my mind. And
I was trying to work and kept taking my mouse.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm touching the mouse over here.
Yes.
Jesus, I'm sorry. Have it. Johnny Fly just donated $2 through Super Chat and said, "Blue Dots rule, Donnie out for good. Vote Donnie out for good. So saith Johnny Fly." And I didn't hit it right.
There you go. You can have
Oh,
that.
I got to get my shit together here. He got double gone. Yeah, because I screwed up. I'm screwing. Wait, I'm going to touch it again. Wait, I'm just moving this out of the way.
Yeah,
here.
I just gave you control.
Okay. There, I got it.
Does someone with a good voice want to read that poem? First they came for the Jews, and I did not speak because I was not a Jew.
Yeah. First
then
they
came for the
Go ahead.
Then they came for the communists, and I did not speak out because I was not a communist. Then they came for the unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak out for me. Martin Niemöller.
There you go. If we wait,
pretty short.
If you wait, if you hold your emotion in, if you hold your opinion in, if you hold your vote in, which we have a bad problem in this country with people who don't vote. A responsibility like this is heavy on those that do care. There's always going to be a certain percentage of our population, I guess, that will not care. They don't care. They'll figure it out later. It ain't involving them. They will. They will pay. They will pay the price of it.
I can't work out why the women that are supporting Trump, on like the senators and the ones, the TV anchors, they're all blonde-haired women, except for Collins, but they're all blonde-haired women.
Like see, not all of them, but it seems to be a thing in the Republican Party. You know, you ain't gonna make it unless you look good. Turn around. It's that turnaround thing. You know.
Yeah, it's a
lot about what you look like and not what you think. Look at Marsha Blackburn out in Tennessee. You know.
Yep.
Not much brain there.
Your character.
Yeah.
There's a major danger that he has infiltrated virtually every department of the government can act against him for his bad behaviour.
Yeah.
So he's really poisoned that. That poem applies because there's going to be no one left to speak for America, because he's corrupted every department. You're going to have no defense, no one to speak for the people. There's no People's Party. You'll have nothing. You will be just minions to him.
That's it. Just the working class. Like
you
said, put on your gray uniform and go to work.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nancy. And Adam said.
I would just about imagine, without a doubt, if this whole country turned out in mass and voted Trump in, or not Trump, but Trump out, and he landed in, and he had backing of the bar and the government, this government will be overthrown.
I have no doubt for that. Bill Barr, who attacks him? Because everything that he there's no one that can get him. He is
no. He's the top of the food chain as far as justice is concerned. And Donnie's the only one over him. Congress is supposed to have oversight.
But he can.
Yes, but he's made Congress worthless.
That's right.
He's made it worthless.
He's made that he's. What's that?
What state is he from?
Who?
Where does Barr come from?
Oh,
don't know.
And disbar Barr.
Trump's ass.
They can disbar him.
Yeah, no shit. Where'd he come from? Right out of Trump's ass. That's exactly where Barr came from.
I knew you'd like that.
Yes, thank you. That deserves a go. Right out of Trump's ass.
Oh, thank you.
We'll call him
He cannot hold that office. If he's a disbarred attorney, he cannot hold that office.
But he can't be disbarred while Donnie's looking after him.
No.
You watch Donnie?
He can if the balls would grow in the state that he's from.
He could be
they can disbar him.
Yeah, he could be impeached out of that.
The Bar Association. The Bar Association.
When Clinton was impeached, he lost his law license.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Donnie
Did
don't have a
Clinton
law license.
lose his law license?
Donnie's got a crack of shit he pulls out of his ass. Somebody else's credit card, stuff like that.
I bet you Donnie hasn't even got a driver's license.
We're talking about Bill Barr, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's apparently from New York, New York.
Oh, well, how convenient.
Oh, really?
Probably knew Donnie all his life. But he didn't get the job until he wrote the I love you Donnie letter to Donnie to get the job of Attorney General, which basically laid out, I can make Mueller go away. And he did. He did. That's what I mean. It's all up in your face. Everything this man has done since he came into our house has been a big finger in your face, defying you. Defying you. Do something about it. And we keep trying. And we keep getting disappointed. The only way, sure.
We've been playing fucking nice. We've been
bar
playing by
bar.
the fucking rules.
I like
There's
that,
no
Teresa.
rules anymore.
Teresa Diggum said, disbar bar. Disbar bar. I like that.
Yes.
You're right, Vilda. I mean, it's just getting to a point now where it's becoming so accepted, his behavior.
Yes.
It's become dangerous.
Yeah, because, you know,
it's norm. It's a norm.
Look at today. 4 federal prosecutors resigned from a case. Normally, that would make a huge impact in this country.
Exactly. It's never happened before.
It's not the good. I don't think it's going to make that big a difference. I don't think that the only people that are watching are those that are concerned. The Republicans, Fox News will just have a heyday with it. Oh, look at them. They quit. They knew they didn't have a case. They just quit.
That's exactly what I do.
They'll come up and say that they didn't have a case, that their case they knew was no good, so they're trying to back out the door. Whatever bullshit Fox will sell, that's what the rest of them will chime in with. You know.
See, when in Australia here, whenever I go to the supermarket, the chemist, the conversation always ends up about America. It never did before. So the interest here is pretty strong, but every time you talk about America and Trump, it's always we hate Trump. Right. I have finding one person in Australia around to say I like Trump. So I just hope that your people are feeling the same, that they're learning that this man is evil, this man's vicious, this man's nasty, he's vindictive, he's a sick son of a bitch.
Unfortunately, Dave, we got a certain portion of our population that like that. That's why they like it. You know what, mate? It's not 39% or 4%. I guarantee you, if you put the gun to the people's head and say, who you fucking going to vote for, there'll be maybe 20%. Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, you know, again, there's only 27% of our population in this country identify as Republican. 27%. Okay. That's barely over a quarter of the population has enough guts to say, yeah, I'm a Republican.
We just got to remember, and this is easy to forget. I mean, not really in the sense, but you know, we won the popular vote last time, so there was more of us than them. And the biggest thing we got to remember is there's a lot of younger people going to be able to vote this time around, and maybe, just maybe, there will be a more significant outcome this time around. We saw it with Texas. Beto almost won the Senate. It was a very close race. Ted Cruz was not able to be comfortable with it, and I think it is because, you know, people are getting tired of the shit that's going on with our government as is today. So I'm really hoping, God, I'm hoping.
There's 3 states, Arizona, Colorado, and Maine. Yeah. Those 3 states are in toss-up area. McSally in Arizona, she's up against Mark Kelly. I think he's an astronaut, wasn't he? I think he's the astronaut guy.
Yeah,
I think he's so.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, and we know Susan Collins up in Maine is being challenged by Sarah Gideon, and you know, that's looking good up there. And then in Colorado, Cory Gardner, I tried to go look at who's. There's a bunch of people running, Republicans and Democrats. There's a whole shitload of them out there. I guess they'll figure it out when they get to the primary out there, who's going to be on the ticket. But yeah, I tried to figure it out. And unless somebody out there knows from Colorado tells me who's in the lead, there was a whole list of them, and I didn't have time to write down all their names. Not enough space on the paper.
Yeah, and TW is not on tonight.
He's in Colorado.
He's from.
Who is?
TW, because he's up in Colorado.
Oh, TW where is TW?
He ain't here tonight.
Ah.
I don't know.
Has anyone watched a Bernie Sanders rally?
Yeah, I've seen parts of one. Yeah.
Have you noticed the crowd?
Pretty good size.
Yeah, it was
pretty good
massive.
size crowd.
Have you noticed the Democratics of the crowd? They're all young. A lot of them are young.
Bernie
now,
has, go figure, the oldest guy in the race has the biggest portion of the youth vote. You know, that's
cut his own throat because he's a lot of people are saying about Buttigieg he's not genuine. They feel that Buttigieg can talk the talk, but they don't think he can walk.
He's fake.
Well,
these are the people that go to Bernie's.
He's more centrist. Buttigieg is
right.
a centrist. He's a lot like right in the middle of. He doesn't want to upset the apple cart in either direction. Whereas Bernie is out there on the left and progressive.
We're gonna have to upset it a little. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You know what the Bernie Sanders supporters want as a vice president? Klobuchar. They said they would like to see Bernie and Klobuchar.
Amy Klobuchar.
How's that for ticket? Yeah.
Well, she was a lawyer, a prosecutor.
Oh yeah.
So
she knows
Bernie
Trump
worked
right out.
together on many bills.
I think if Bernie were to get it, he'd be able to wipe the floor with Donnie on the stage.
Yeah.
I think he would be able to just really,
We have to have a debate, guys, between Donnie and.
Well, I'm not even sure that Donnie's going to be debating. There's already been.
Trump's not going to debate.
Yeah, the hint's already been dropped out there that he's not going to be interested in any debates with the Democrats.
Well, we need someone from the Republican Party. We need someone from the Republican Party that can explain their position and what they're doing in a debate as compared to a Democrat.
They don't want to.
Just have.
No.
They just want to tell you what to do. They want to tell you when
That's
you can
exactly
eat, when
it.
to
I don't
talk.
think the Republican Party's going to do squat. They all belong to Donnie now. They're going to do what Donnie tells them to do. This has just become so sad that we're watching a dictator take over the Republican Party. When a genuine man, and y'all know my religious views, I have a lot of respect for Mitt Romney, and I have a lot of respect for a lot of people that live their values according to their religion, and he does. He had some guts to stand up and say that he made an oath to God or swore an oath to God to be in this trial impartial and stuff.
Yeah, but to be fair, and this is with alongside our Bill Maher conversation last show, I actually agree with Bill Maher because look, I appreciate the fact that Mitt Romney did what he did, but I think he's trying to line himself up for a presidential bid. I really do.
I don't think he's
got to have the people on his side, Travis. And I think what he done with this, Travis, is he got the people on his side. A lot of people.
I would hope.
Appreciate what he
I
done.
mean, but here's the thing: if I'm correct, he was the only one who voted for. So it's like, how many other people? I mean, if we're talking voters, then yeah, totally. But if we're talking, or not voters, but the public, the general public. But it's not doing enough to get everybody convinced, and that's where I'm just really curious.
It's not moving the political needle inside Washington.
Exactly.
It's not impacting the Senate.
Right.
His words were in one ear out the other. Go ahead.
He would have impacted it more if he had voted yes, impeach, and yes on both of them, on both questions.
Yeah.
Oh, and so he didn't even vote.
He voted. He only voted yes on Article 1.
Oh,
abuse of power. He did not vote to convict on.
He should have voted yes on both.
Yes, he should.
And he would have had the country.
Yeah.
And he would have had the country.
Well, I read something about the people of Utah are standing behind him.
I hope so.
Oh,
I really do.
Trump's going to attack.
I really do. What does it say to go against him? That you're not for truth, justice, and the American way? Jesus, let's get serious here.
You can have one. Who did Trump say that to about Romney? You can have him. We don't want him.
Yeah, he told the governor. He told the governor of Utah, keep him. You can have him. We don't want him.
Yeah.
He's not done with this.
What a fucking shit.
He's going to rake Mitt Romney over the coals every chance he gets. He's going to do the same thing to Joe Manchin, and he's a Democrat. Pissed off at Joe Manchin. Are you shitting me?
You know what you actually seen in Mitt Romney? Something very rare. An honest Republican.
Yeah, you don't see that. You don't see that. No, he had a conscience. Mitt Romney had a conscience.
Yeah.
And he knew what that vote would do to his legacy. Screw Donnie. Screw whatever this deal is. This was about his integrity. And that's what all those other senators up there, Republican senators, failed to see. This wasn't a judgment on Trump. This was a judgment on your own integrity, your own ability to conduct impartial justice, to stand up for the Constitution and what it says, and not to make up bullshit reasons like, well, it doesn't rise to the level, or he'll learn a lesson, or nobody else voted that way, or some other bullshit reason. Ted Cruz, more interested in Hunter Biden. Both of my senators, both of them, here in Texas, worthless pieces of shit that were more involved in 2016 in the election than screw 2020. That's my senators. Disgusting pieces of crap, both of them. Cornyn's up
Democrats have to get dirty.
Yeah.
Democrats have to get dirty. They have to publicize how much he spent on his golfing, how much he's spent on this and that, what he's done to the Kurds. They have to remind the people of this in October, in September, in June and July. Look at these videos of what this man's done. You forgot about this, haven't you? Yes, you have.
They're not releasing those numbers until 2021.
See, I like where David's coming from because I brought this up on the show a while back, and that was, when we saw the lawyers on Trump's side in the Senate trial, just pulling up the most obscure things, like look at all these congressmen and senators, like just already ready to impeach before he even got here. Look at these clips of these people saying the shit and just playing dramatic music over it. I mean, it was like a joke. But if we knew we were going to lose the freaking Senate trial anyway, why didn't we pull out our own video collection of just reasons why we should get this dude out? We didn't. Yeah. So I do agree. We got to start playing some of their because we got to compete. That's all there is to it, because it's a fucking game now, I guess.
Look, the Democrats are going to a gunfight with a knife.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That's us. That's what we do.
It's unfortunate.
A paper knife.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of going to a gunfight with a pillow, okay?
Yeah. We hold the knife up to our own throat and say, back off, boys, or he gets it. It's ridiculous.
That's why Trump wants all these people to keep the guns, because he may need them.
Well, right now, we're right in the middle of a circular firing squad, so we all need our guns for that, which is what the Democrats are doing right now. That's what we call primary season.
I got to say, I'm going to be honest with that. I do not like Biden's approach on some things, because I think he is taking a rule out of Trump's rule book. And what I mean by that, it's not hating on Biden, because again, I'm pretty much all up in the air of who I'm wanting. But like his attack ads on Buttigieg, and how he's been handling some questions that were being brought up at his town halls and all that. He's going on the offensive and kind of,
This is a fight.
Yeah.
This is what the
and
primaries
I'm just thinking,
are.
Boy,
we do it all the time.
that's not looking good on our side.
We dig for shit up on your ass, and then we put it out there public, and it's just another weapon for whoever wins it. We've already done the op-ed research for.
And I got to say, it was really disappointing, because I saw the ad, and he was talking about when Buttigieg was putting in this and that and the other thing in his town. I think it was like making fun of decorative lights or whatever. It's like, you're picking these few things, but Buttigieg served his country while he was mayor. He was active duty on the ground over there. Like,
and for how many tours did he do?
How many tours?
Two. I think two. Or three? Two. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know. Three. I think it was 2 or 3.
It was 2. He told CNN 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I seen that.
Isn't that what
I don't remember.
No, he was a I'm sure, but he was
he is short.
Soldier. He's not the foot soldier that led up the front. He had other duties that I don't know what they call them in platoons. They have someone that keeps someone that keeps a list of who's just been killed.
Guys, we're getting some echo.
We're getting some echo
from
someone.
I've been hearing echo. I wonder where that's coming from.
Yeah, because
I can't see anything from where I am. Dad's got the screen over there, and he can see who's lighting up and stuff.
Anybody lighting up.
Now, what about What about this Biden thing? With Biden saying to this woman, one of his supporters, "You're a stone-ass liar, riding on a pony or something."
Yes, there you go.
Yep.
And then leave it to Joe Biden to stick his foot in his mouth again.
Yeah, what an idiot.
It's one of those.
He's the rat.
I think
He's
they
the
said it
rat.
came from a movie, but then they couldn't find the line
But
in the
it
movie.
didn't.
Huh?
But
It was a John Wayne
They
quote.
followed up on it, and it did. He said it was a John Wayne movie, and it never.
Yeah.
Yeah,
never
he said it was.
said.
Yeah.
When John Wayne was speaking to the Indian chief, that's apparently when John Wayne made that statement to the Indian chief. Well, let me tell you,
Not a
that
good move
doesn't
for Joe
excuse
Biden.
him.
No.
No, he just cut his throat a little bit there.
Yeah.
Joe's the past. He needs to stay in the past. I'm sorry.
That's
Yeah, well,
all
he's
right.
just-
That's your opinion.
Look, this
Yeah.
is, and to be clear, this is to everybody's time to have opinions. You know, it's when vote time comes and the nominee is picked. That's when we have to get together and vote blue, no matter who.
Yeah.
I
think he keeps Obama. Well, when Obama and I, yeah, but
Bill Jones just said that Biden's in 5th place in New Hampshire. See, Biden's not looking good on the mere fact that the tactic that he wanted Ukraine to do, that the senators in our House did for him instead. They hurt Biden. There's no doubt about that. With all the talk about Hunter Biden and his son, it hurt Biden. So yeah, Biden, he's come in a lot. He's come in lower than he expected every time. Of course, now he's banking on South Carolina. So, as a matter of fact, he's already in South Carolina. He left early from New Hampshire after people started voting and whatnot. As a matter of fact, they threw the question at him, "Where are you going?" "I'm going to South Carolina. That's where the race is next." And it has a heavier black population than both Iowa and New Hampshire are just about totally white. Very small ethnic diversity up there.
well, you've probably never been to Marshalltown because we're pretty stripey here.
Are you?
But I live in a meat packing plant town, so that tells you what's here.
Blue collar, yeah, blue collar, hardworking people that have to, yeah. Yeah, we have a meat packing plant here. It's not a fun place to work.
I don't know if this means much to you guys. I've just had this thing flick up on my screen. I get these news things come up on my screen. It says here, Trump draws Treasury nomination of ex-U.S. attorney who oversaw the Stone case 2 days before her confirmation hearing. So it's a female.
Yeah.
So what's that mean? Trump withdrew Treasury nomination of ex-U.S. attorney who oversaw Stone case.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is
so
he sacked or is he?
Oh, okay. No, I haven't seen that story yet. But
It looks like he sacked the one of the attorneys, prosecuting attorneys.
one of the
That's
ones
what it looks
prosecuting Roger Stone was on the list for what now?
No,
Yeah,
she was a defense lawyer.
Oh,
like. She was a defense, was she?
Trump
Oh.
fires defense official refusing to break the law. Elaine McCusker.
Yep.
Oh.
So she was sacked for not breaking the law. How's that? And you tell the truth.
She was the one that went in and asked them that if it was legal for him to hold the money back. Is there any way to give him a little wriggle room?
Boy, howdy.
Yep.
She was trying very hard not to break the law, and he fired her within hours of Zidman and Sutherland.
There you go. Do you see a pattern? That's what I mean. He's going to decide. He's going to decide who's guilty, who's not. Who's going to go to prison?
Judge,
jury, and executioner, baby.
It's
That's what we're
like
looking at.
The Red Saturday or whatever when Nixon fired all those people.
Yeah, Saturday Night Massacre.
Wasn't it red or black?
Mm-hmm.
Friday Night Massacre.
Yeah.
That's
DOJ is facing
this
a complaint after awarding grant to Hookers for Jesus group.
Oh my God.
What?
Be free.
A grant for?
Can't
Bernadette,
make this shit up.
Are you?
You can't, Velda. You can't.
Yeah,
This
I don't know.
nightmare.
I don't know. We can go right to the source and ask, though. Bernadette, is that true?
I didn't catch the question, but I would imagine it is.
Okay.
It must be about fuck Trump.
Did you say fuck Trump right here when you came on the air? Really, Bernadette? Did you say fuck Trump?
That's the first one.
Did I say
That's the
fuck?
first one.
I think you said fuck Trump.
Would I say fuck Trump?
Would you say?
Hell yeah.
Would you say it?
I would absolutely say fuck Trump.
Well, go ahead.
Too.
Go ahead and say
Fuck
it.
Trump.
Fuck
Do we have
Trump.
to pay you? Do we have to
Fuck
pay
him in
you?
his large asshole. Fuck him.
Yeah.
You know, I
You
was
lost
just saying, somebody was saying
Oh,
something
only-
about
okay,
him coming to
yeah.
California, how much we hate him. We don't hate him. We're too busy raking force out here. Fuck
Oh,
Trump.
that's it. The question was, is it true that the Department of Justice is getting a complaint against them for Hookers for Jesus thing?
Hookers for Jesus.
Oh,
Well,
of
yeah,
course.
that sounds cool.
Yeah.
That just
and
sounds
they
like one of
should-
Trump's
Hookers for Jesus.
charities.
Or maybe the whole fucking department should just resign because of these.
Hello,
Mm-mm.
Bernie.
Where'd you go, Bernadette?
Trump censored her, mate.
I think Trump pulled your plug, Bernadette.
Yep.
I'm getting a
Yeah.
repeat again.
Now you know why I don't want my name really known.
Yeah, no,
Who is it?
you're always under the
Who is the watch?
you're under the radar, lone
Who's the
wolf, buddy.
watchdog?
I know.
Who
I
is
have
the
to.
Yeah, I know.
watchdog?
Good for
Ozzy,
business.
we're getting a little bit of feedback from your mic a little bit.
Is it from
feedback or
You're the only one that lights up every time we hear a little bit of an echo.
I'll turn my settings down. Hang on, I'll go to my and turn them the output and input down and see because I've got them set on. I've got a headset on, the built-in mic.
I see Bernadette lighting up, but I don't hear her.
No, yeah, no, it's definitely
And my
not.
chat's gone. It just says login.
Right,
What?
I've just
Yeah.
taken
Send it over.
25% off all of it.
I'm just going to close it because it says.
Can I get a? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Am
Yeah.
I echoing now?
Yes, Dave.
Buddy?
Bernadette, can you hear me?
Sounds good.
I can. Can
I
you
can't
hear me?
hear the echo.
The echo's gone. Echo is gone.
Mega wet Willie.
I just turned all my settings down from. If you want to know, people, my output volume is at 75, and my input volume is at 75. It was at 120. That causes echo, so avoid the 120s, people, and keep below the 100s.
Well, we'll test it. Mega Wet Willie just donated $10 through Super Chat and said, things like Hookers for Jesus is the reason Mad Magazine went out of business. They could no longer compete with the stupidity of the GOP and the Trump supporters. So say a Mega Wet Willie. Thank you, Bub. We appreciate that tremendously. Tremendously. And on that note, I want to say thank you to Stephanie Dean. I don't know if she's out there in the chat because the chat went away. Stephanie Dean and her beau, Jay Clayton. Okay, there it is. Had donated through Facebook. Didn't even know you could do that. And just found out about it. So, Stephanie Dean, thank you very much for that, darling. Yeah, I got to learn what that is. Boy, howdy. Let me hit
Travis.
that.
Yes.
Did you see that picture I posted on the Blue Dot Facebook page?
I don't think so. Which one?
It's orange.
Is it when you say on the Blue Dot page? Is that the John Bernaville Speaks Blue Dot family page?
Just a second here. All right. Facebook and groups. Blue Dot family.
That's what I wondered.
Let me go look.
Check out that orange picture.
All right, I'll go look in just a second. Now, I go visit Facebook about once a week nowadays, so it's very easy for me to miss things. But yeah, let me go look around.
Oh,
See if I
you
can
guys
find
are
it.
busy. We understand. You have a
Claudia
life,
Garcia,
too.
to answer your question, I don't know. The tech
What's
guy
the
knows.
question?
I don't know anything about it.
What?
She says, "How do you donate through Facebook?" I don't know.
Don't even ask me. I don't really know either. You just.
The only one that knows is Stephanie Dean, and she did. And I got here, and I went, "Wow, I didn't even know you could do that." So,
Incoming super chat.
oh, listen to you out there on the West Coast, out there in the future. That's where everything is happening out there. I'm telling you.
Hey, John.
Yes, sir.
Who is the watchdog of the DOJ department?
Congress.
Nobody.
Well, I've just got a little.
According to our Constitution, we have 3 equal branches of government, and part of the duty of Congress, the Senate in the House of Representatives, is oversight. They watch each other, and we have now seen that that doesn't mean shit anymore, because what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Impeach him? Are you gonna file a complaint against?
What we know is that the Senate is not going to do their job. They're sycophants with all of their heads stuck up here.
That's why it's so important to take the Senate. This can't be just a race about Donnie. This has to be everything, and we have to take Arizona, Colorado, and Maine, and we need to retain Alabama and Missouri, which are toss-up states.
We have Chuck Grassley and that stupid Joni Ernst.
Yes, Joni Ernst.
Republican.
Yeah.
God, I can't stand her.
You gotta take Texas too. If we take Texas and those 3 states, we've got the electoral votes.
Old Bat with 2 cats just donated $15 through Super Chat and said, evangelical Christians need to get the fuck out of our government. So saith Old Bat with 2 cats, and I can't agree more. Separation of church and state is necessary for the success of a democratic society. Thomas Jefferson said that. But hey, who's he? What does he know? I heard he's gone around. He's not even here anymore. Huh?
They said keep money out of politics as well, didn't they?
Yes, they did. There is so much in it, and it does. It starts with things like that. We need to take the White House. We need to take the Senate. We need to retain the House, so we could start putting bills together and that get passed to do away with things like Citizens United. That has just, that's another reason why I like Yang. That idea of everybody gets $100 freedom bucks. You get to donate that $100. You don't get to keep it. You get to, unless you get all your buddies and you run for president and then they all donate to you. It is to donate to the candidate of your choice. Well, with over 300 and some odd million people in this country, everybody getting $100, well, that's a lot of money to compete for. So the idea being that maybe politicians would be more interested in addressing the people's views instead of corporation views, which is where they get their money now. If we did away with that.
Have you ever heard of a president in the past interfere with a case?
No. Oh. No, this is unprecedented in this case.
Hold it. There was one. Nixon's attorney general was fired.
Yes, but we're talking about, did you ever see the Department of Justice step into a case?
No.
And
interfere.
Interfere with a prosecutor, with an attorney general that is, it's not the attorney general. These attorney generals,
the only reason why Barr is doing this is because
he was ordered
Dickhead wants him to.
That's it.
Absolutely.
That's it. Everything this man wants, he's going to get. Because he has a party that is either under his complete control or are scared to death of him.
They're the fucking Borg. You've ever heard of the Borg?
The Borg?
That's what they are, the Borg.
Borg.
Travis, you'd understand that, won't you?
Star Trek.
The Borg? If that's a Star Trek reference, I'm missing it.
Well, the Borg.
The collective mind of the Borg.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, see, okay, yeah, like I said, if it's a Star Trek reference, I'm not as hip as you nerds out there, okay? I'm just saying.
Well, okay. It's where the statement.
Bunch of nerds.
They use the statement, resistance is useless. Resistance is useless. That's what they say, the Borg.
Yeah, and because they tried to assimilate everything that was in their
That's
past.
correct. And there's one mind, and that mind thinks, and all these Borg things do what that mind's thinking.
Right.
And what we have is in the White House. It's the same thing. You have a pile of books.
Yeah, he is the Borg, and the rest of them are coming out of his ass.
Yeah.
They're his repositories.
He's the master
They're
board.
polyps. They're polyps.
They're polyps. Well, they
They're
need to see a
all
doctor
polyps.
about them polyps. Maybe get them
Yeah,
pulled
you know
out of
what they
their
do
ass.
with the polyps, they get removed.
That's it.
Yeah, they do.
Surgically.
But it hurts. I'm sure. I haven't had it done, but it hurts.
I don't want to find out either. Cologuard for those too scared of somebody sticking something up your ass. Oh, it's just me remembering.
It's
I
funny.
had a nightmare about that one time. He was going in for the scope to check him out to make sure he didn't have any. And the nightmare was that the scope was chasing him through the hallways of the hospital with his nightgown flying open in the back.
Oh boy, Hattie. What a view. What a view. What a view.
Oh, man. And he said he was running for his life.
You're running down the hallway and your gown's open. You are running for you.
You know, Trump is trying to convince Barack Obama supporters or followers. He's trying to get them convinced that orange is the new black.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's got a pop.
Yeah, they made a TV show like that.
Did
Orange,
they?
Yes, that's the name of it. Orange is
Yeah,
the new black.
New black.
Yeah.
Well, he's trying to put that one on amongst the blacks.
Well, it's when women go to prison. You know.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay.
orange is the new black.
Well, she'll be there soon.
Marcia was watching it for a long time. I don't know if she still is.
Wayne watches it whenever the new episodes come out.
I think that's what she's waiting on, the new episodes.
I think it's done. Isn't it done?
There's a lot of TV watching going on whilst I sleep. I'm tired nowadays. When I go to bed, I'll sit up there. I make it through the monologue of Stephen Colbert. If I can make it through that, or if the first guest is somebody special, I'll make it through that. And then somewhere right after that, nah, I'm gone. It's just like, okay.
You know, Tom, we get Stephen Colbert.
What's
we get
that?
Stephen Colbert over here at 2 o'clock in the morning.
At 2 in the morning, you get it.
Yep.
Boy,
if I want to watch it live, it's 2 in the morning.
See, at 10 o'clock at my time, we go to the Daily Show, Trevor Noah, and then at 10:30 we switch over to Stephen Colbert. That's our nightly ritual.
Oh, did you watch the show last night?
Oh, of course I did. Yes, ma'am.
Did you see who's coming back on Sunday night? I'm so excited.
Sunday night. Who?
His first guest. He just became a
yes. John
Oliver.
John Oliver. Yes, I know. Me too. It took a minute to click, but yes, I love John Oliver too. I love the way he'll attack. You know, he doesn't go like a lot of stories. He'll do a few stories, but then he singles in on one thing. And baby, that man.
Remember that church? Remember when he started that church?
Yes, he started, and he goes big time, baby. He goes big. That's what I like about him. He's bold and big. That's what I like. Yeah, I can't wait for him to come back on too.
I have a message for Aussie Dave from the YouTube chat. It's from Candy too. She wants me to let you know that Orange is the New Black is a ripoff of Wentworth and a show from Australia.
Oh, that show rocks. Wentworth is
Wentworth,
wonderful.
yeah. Okay, yes, I remember Wentworth.
Yeah, she wants you to know that Orange is the New Black is a ripoff of that show.
Oh, okay. Well, then it must be a reasonable show.
There you go.
I also did tell you guys a long time ago that we can only hope that Trump gets Alzheimer's disease because his IQ will go up.
Yeah. Good one. He needs a gong on that one.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. That's my first gong.
Is that your first gong? Well, you get two just because we had to wait so long to give you one.
Yeah, when your man gets Alzheimer's, you'll be smarter, a lot smarter.
A hell of a lot smarter.
Boy, howdy shit.
And then maybe he'll realize he doesn't deserve to be in that goddamn office.
No.
They're still saying that he won't leave, even if he loses. He won't leave.
That's always the discussion around here is what's going to happen after November
You know, Dave,
before January 20th.
It would be totally awesome to see his ass dragged out.
I
agree.
I would wholeheartedly agree with that sentiment. Just, is that what it's going to come to?
That would be my screensaver.
But you watch,
as
if he loses, the first thing out of his mouth is it's rigged, it's illegal voting and all this, and he's going to try to do his best to shut it down. It's going to be a test of of everything we have. And if those senators for the Republicans allow him to do that shit, then we know what we're up against. We're up against a pure dictatorship, pure and simple. If he does anything between now and Election Day to prevent people from voting, same thing. Ooh, coronavirus. Oh, never mind. He said that was going to be gone by April anyway. We don't have to worry about that.
Doing it by closing down voting stations and limiting the places you can go to vote. So you have to travel for miles and miles and miles to vote.
Well, that's what they've been doing. That's the Republican Party modus operandi nowadays, is to shrink the vote, to not allow as many people to vote.
And you can't take busloads of people to go and vote.
No, can't put more than 3 people in a car. All sorts of stupid, ridiculous crap that the Republican Party will try to come up with to prevent people from voting. And when you stop to think about that.
How the hell are they going to tell you can't put more people in your car?
Yeah.
Where's the fucking law for that?
Where is the law for that?
Who's going to stand outside the
Here in
voting
Texas, they
booth
tried to pass that shit.
car?
That it's illegal to carry more than 2 people or something. I think it's bullshit. I don't know. I haven't checked it out, but I do.
Stop the busload.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, John.
What?
Let me ask you a question, because you just made a statement and it just fucking doesn't make sense. If it's illegal to put more than 2 people in your car, wouldn't it be illegal on every other day?
There's a lot of arrests that needs to be going on.
Yes.
I go out to the highway every day and I see busloads of people that should be arrested.
Okay.
Yes, I know. I know. That's how come it is. It's an ignorant thing that can't be right. It just wouldn't stand up, and that's how come I don't think it's.
Well, they could just drive the bus and park it 500 meters away from, and you could walk the last 500 meters.
I'd pull up with 10 people in mind and pull them out of the trunk and dare them to say something.
Thank you.
That's what I do.
My son.
Shit, get out of the car, Grandma. Get out of the trunk, Grandpa. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. Now, something like that we would have to challenge, because that is just at its basic thought. It is just an insult to people's mentality. That kind of bullshit. But those are the stories they're trying to push.
Florida, you can't feed the homeless anymore. There's this church that they kept feeding the homeless, and he's been arrested. One guy's been arrested numerous times.
It's sad because me and Marcia was talking about this today. She's my political advisor. We speak a lot, and the amount of money being spent when we start seeing the donations in these candidates, when you start adding up all of the money that we are spending in this country on this election, my God, we could fix so much. Homelessness, we could fix everything in this country. New infrastructure. We can build freaking bridges everywhere. Everybody gets a new bridge. Everybody gets a new highway. Chicken in every pot. Whatever the hell you want. We could do that.
Right now, it's a rat for every pot.
Yeah.
Really quick, I just went and checked in on the results so far. 10% of the votes in. Sanders is in the lead, and I think Buttigieg is in second at the moment.
Well, that's going to make
Buttigieg
Buttigieg happy.
Travis?
Huh?
In New Hampshire.
Yeah, New Hampshire.
Right. Yeah, with only 10%. Yeah, they're going to have to.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's only 10% of the vote. Earlier, I went out there to check, and I looked at that and said there's only 3% of the vote. I don't even feel like
Bernie's from Vermont. New Hampshire's right next door. It's like the guy next door.
What's
that's who Bernie
in
is to.
Iowa?
I gave up on
even
Iowa.
know what the fuck's
I don't even
going on
give
in
a
Iowa.
shit about Iowa, and I hate to say that because I know people in Iowa. It's a great state.
But that's not. See?
I don't see.
You went overboard, Dad. You can just simply say the people running the Democratic shit over there in Iowa sucks. You don't have to say Iowa sucks.
No, I didn't say Iowa sucks. Did I?
Yeah.
Well,
kinda.
Iowa doesn't
they're a
suck.
bunch of wieners.
It's the people trying to do the caucus thing down there.
There you
Stop
go.
doing
The
that
DNC.
shit.
How about we just say caucusing sucks?
Caucusing does suck.
Say
I
that.
know
Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah.
Caucus and all the rest of that, but come on, people, let's get with the
Really,
fucking
what
program.
the hell is that caucusing? It takes it to me. It is just another way to take up your time and make it more difficult for you to vote. It sounds like a Republican idea. Well, you know, you got a caucus today. You got to come up here and you got to spend about 4 or 5 hours up here if you want to have your voice heard. Well, shit, who's got 4 or 5 hours? It's sad enough that in November, we're going to have people standing in lines to vote. For some of them, that amount of time, bless their hearts, they're the most patriotic people I know. Is those people that I see standing in line and not getting out. That's a big thing to ask of people in this day and age. Your time is important. Your time, you got things to do. You could go do some other shit. But those people standing in those lines, I don't have to worry about that where I vote. Shit, there ain't nobody there. They trot around. As a matter of fact, I hardly ever see a line here in Corpus Christi anywhere to vote. Maybe a small one, maybe 5 or 6 people standing outside waiting to get in. But I see the news in places like Minneapolis or New York or some other places where, Jesus, a mile-long line. Are you shitting me? Open another window. Get going. Open. That ain't enough. Open another damn window. Whatever it takes to move the people through. But again, we're looking at a party that is doing their best to minimize the voting in this country. And that tells you what they want to do.
Minimize? No. Control is the right.
Control.
Trying to minimize.
Yeah. Control your voice. Karen Van Wyck just donated $3 through Super Chat and said, I am sitting here eating a pot roast wishing I could share it with you. And on another note, fuck Trump. That's what she said. I am sitting here eating a nice pot roast, wishing I could share it with you. And I'm thinking the same thing, sitting here thinking, I wish Karen Van Wyck could share her pot roast with me. And oh, by the way, fuck Trump. So saith Karen Van Wyck. Thank you, darling. I appreciate it very much.
I got a joke for you.
Now you're making me hungry.
What do you call the first elephant president?
What do you call the first elephant president? What do you call him? Donnie?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. There you go. There you go. That's good. He gets a bell. Give him a bell. He gets a bell.
Give him a gong.
He gets a bell. Okay, he gets a gong. All right, we'll give you a gong.
What's the difference between Donald Trump and a sewage plant? Nothing.
Nothing. They're both full of shit. That's exactly right.
That gets a gong.
That gets a gong too.
Okay,
and a
that's
bell.
the humor section later.
Boy, howdy shit. You could come up all night.
We should have a section there, Travis, where you got political rants and all that. We should have one there for jokes.
I can do that.
Yeah. Ought to do a joke page.
Yeah, if you want it, I will do it. Well, we only got 15 minutes left of the show.
When you got a chance, just put a little one there for jokes. We can put jokes up there, give each other a giggle.
Yeah, we can make a little
we need to get
a laugh, like a
I need a
comedic relief page.
We need a soundboard.
Yeah,
there you go.
I'll go ahead and put that in as soon as the show's over, so I don't forget to check that. So y'all can look forward to that.
Yeah, I'm sure we've got some good jokes amongst us.
Sure, and I mean, you can always share things you find funny on TV.
Who's my chat?
I'm working on it.
Because I told you before what Donald Trump's favorite nation was, didn't I?
What's that?
Oh, you didn't.
Discrimination.
Yeah, that's him. There you go. Discrimination. That's Donnie's favorite country. That's what he's trying to turn us into. I could not believe that we are. For some reason in my mind, I thought the Equal Rights Amendment had passed. That was the rule of the land.
No.
It's not.
No.
And that really bothered me when it dawned on me that no, it's not been ratified. Missed by 3 states. You need 38. We only hit 35. And we needed 3 more states, and now that's years later. So that's why the Democrats.
Expire.
Yeah, it expired because you have so much time for the states to ratify. And the Democrats are trying to reopen that and extend that deadline.
And as long as grab him by the pussy president is in office, the Equal Rights Amendment will not be ratified because he doesn't look at women as equal.
And this Department of Justice will fight it.
Narcissistic fucking asshole.
There you go.
Grab him by the pussy.
That's what he is. That's that ought to be his slogan. He ought to own it. That's what he said.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's just locker room talk. Yeah, you ain't been in a locker room in forever.
This is just locker room talk too, okay?
Yeah, fuck Trump. That's locker room talk. That's in the locker room.
Well, that was just an open mic, and he was talking to another man.
And
so he was all in.
Seems to me the things that are caught on an open mic tend to be the real character of the person.
What you don't understand is the GOP does not stand for the Grand Old Party. It stands for grab a pussy.
That's great. Yeah, that's what it is.
Grab another pussy. Or grab.
Yeah.
Some kind of stuff in there. You know,
Hi, Wayne.
Where's Wayne?
No.
Where's Wayne?
November 3rd, flush the turd.
I get a magazine each month from Landline. It's a trucker magazine.
Yeah.
And he just got through reading about the trucks that drive themselves, semis that drive themselves.
Yeah. Automation.
They carry a passenger. Okay. They go one destination and get in a truck and go back to the previous destination. They don't drive, they just monitor. And they are only getting $15 an hour to do it.
Boy, howdy.
That's
going to change trucking, isn't it?
Yeah.
What does the driver get?
That same mileage.
A lot more than that.
Would be like $400 or $500 for that, for a driver to drive.
Yeah.
Well, that's the future, isn't it? They do.
When I drove, it was a percentage of the ticket. That's what the driver got. 25% of the ticket. So whatever the job was, when you made out that ticket, you knew 25% of that was yours. That's
less anything like fuel or less.
Oh yeah, no, nope, not less anything.
That's only like Wayne said. That's only $120 for 8 hours.
Yeah.
My dad had a fuel card, but see, my dad was a driver trainer, so the company for his.
Yeah, I had a gas card for the company. Company paid for the gas and anything else that I might need on the road. But I still got 25% of the ticket. Depend on how much you're driving for, how much you're going to make. So.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I've got to say that
cash that comp check.
Yep.
My 1 month's fuel ticket when I was out there, 1 month's fuel ticket was $9,000.
Oh shit, no. See, I don't want to play that game. Somebody else pay for the gas. I don't want to pay for that. If I'm paying for that, oh boy, howdy shit. You can't afford me. You can't afford me. That's what I'd have to tell him. No, you can't afford me.
When diesel was at $4 and some odd cents a gallon.
Boy, howdy shit. That's expensive.
It's funny, y'all are talking all this trucking stuff, and me and Tyler lately have been playing American Truck Simulator.
Is that what y'all been doing? I heard him laughing his ass off.
Well, okay, the American Truck isn't something you laugh your ass off. It's probably when you don't hear us utter a word is when we're playing that. But I play it in VR, and I.
How you like that, Velda? They're driving trucks as a game.
Yeah. Well, I like to do it because I like to do it in virtual reality because you can
look out the window and shit.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you're more there traveling around. But I listen to podcasts and stuff while I do it, so it helps me focus. Believe it or not. So.
Hey,
when my friend started driving, I went for Snyder National, and they had the virtual reality station for driving a truck.
Oh,
well,
nice.
There's this little space on the left-hand side and the right-hand side, and you've got good peripheral vision. You can see that space.
Yeah.
And if you see people walking by there and the speed with the TV and the screen in front of you that's a wraparound, you get vertigo.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I started turning green in there, and the one of the instructors whipped my chair around, put my head between my legs to calm me down.
Oh God.
I believe it, baby. I'm telling you. When I've already told you about my little episode with jumping out of an airplane. Yeah, I thought I was doing fine until I went into a spin and my brain got real sick, baby. I mean to
Did you
tell
get
you.
scrambled?
Yes, I mean I got violently sick for hours.
No, it was 2 days you were real sick.
Yeah.
But I think a few hours for when you were
really bad,
ill. Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah.
Because I knew I was in VR. I just got a headset on. I know where I'm in. I'm sitting in a chair in his living room. Yeah. And I just looked down and seen that target. And I said, "Oh shit, I'm off target. I better pull that side down." And then I knew I went into a spin, and I knew in real life that's not good. But I'm sitting in a chair. Sitting in that chair didn't convince my brain of shit. My brain was screaming to death, "We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die." I wasn't paying attention to it. I mean to tell you. So yeah, and the next time I did it with a driving game, and even that I got a little.
Well, you peeled out and you went into a spin. So, yeah.
Yeah, well.
We got to get you back on there.
Diana Mallory just posted, Jesse Liu has just been ousted out of the White House. Who's Jesse Liu?
Liu is
Diana.
Shit. Jesse Liu. Yeah, look it up real quick. I can't remember. Liu, I know that name though. I know that. Hey
guys.
Yeah, Jess. Guys. Yeah, Dave.
What's a G-string and Donald Trump hairpiece got in common?
Oh God.
They cover very little.
They both cover assholes.
There you go. They both cover assholes. That's about right.
Oh, that's just raunchy good.
That's fine entertainment. I'm telling you, people, where else are you going to find such fine entertainment that you find right here? Nowhere in the world. Sunday. Never mind.
Does anybody know if Judge Janine, is she really a judge or?
Yes, she was a judge.
Oh, get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
Ain't that
she was a district court judge. She was done speeding for.
She's a drunk.
Yeah, I call her Judge Wino. That's what I call her. I call her Judge Wino.
Good name.
When they showed that clip of her out walking in the woods with a bottle of wine in a glass saying, "Hillary, where are you?" She was drunk on her ass. You could tell that's not a put on. She was actually drunk on her ass out there. Yeah, she looks like a lush. She's on, on Fox along with Tucker.
Screaming.
Huh?
She's always screaming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How
They're all
dare
mad.
You? How dare you?
Yes.
Yeah.
How dare you argue against our president?
I love when
Jesse Liu.
Saturday Night Live does the thing on her. What's the brunette gal? Which she does a really good impression of her.
Jesse Liu is a woman.
The slur down.
Yeah, she's an attorney for the District of Columbia.
Yes.
She's a United States attorney for the District of Columbia. She's had several attorney positions in the government.
She's Deputy General Counsel of the U.S. Treasury and served at the Justice Department.
Warren Sacker.
I don't know. Well, look at her. You can tell she's liberal. Get her out of here. That's what it is.
I'm trying to find that story though.
It's on Raw.
Okay,
I've got it here on Raw.
Yogi posted
it's
this.
It's probably on everywhere actually. Yeah. She's sacking people.
Oh, there's a list, baby. He's gonna go. This is like, this is just starting. He is all powerful now, and he knows it. He's going to try to. I don't know what this lady did. Evidently, she said something or did something that pissed him off.
She was nominated by Trump to the Treasury post.
Right.
To do what?
As an undersecretary for terrorism and financial crime.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
Under Mnuchin?
She was fired. She may speak during the news conference at a reportedly tried to stop Trump from firing impeached witnesses.
Well, so she stood up and tried to stop the firing of Lieutenant Colonel Vindman.
She's done the right thing.
Another somebody that might have stood up for the right thing.
Patriot.
Yep. And get shot for doing it.
Yeah. But check this out. She was the one who was she oversaw a number of politically charged prosecutions that included the case against Trump, the case against Roger Stone, the case against Michael Flynn, the case against Paul Manafort, and a bunch of other spinoffs from the Mueller investigation. And this is the reason why she has to go.
That's why she got to go, because she's trying to find justice for somebody. Us.
For America. She's trying to find justice for America.
And like anybody else that gets in his way, he will cut them down.
Can't Trump make his own country and just move away?
Shit, we donate the land. We would donate the land. I don't know. We give it up. Who?
We call it discrimination.
No.
Northern Canada. Maybe we could make a deal with Canada. You know, there's a lot of empty space up north. You know, 90% of Canadian population is right there at the border near America. You know. I know. Greenland.
Send him Pele in Hawaii, and we can push him into the volcano and give, his
offering to the gods.
Offerings to
Where are you going to go when the volcano blows?
Planet Earth, and maybe shit would calm down.
Yeah.
Remember in the South Pacific, the atolls where we dropped those atomic bombs and stuff to test them?
Right.
Yeah, we could go there too.
Bikini Atoll?
We can send them right there.
Yeah, we could put him on Bikini Atoll and just tell him, work something out. You're the king of this land right here, Donnie. Have yourself a ball. It's sad, people.
Gold toilets and everything.
Well, he's going to be fired, and it's going to be by us. That's where are you going? All right. Got to go check something.
Celebrating in the street.
What's that, dear?
Well, that's why Congress. That's why Congress never.
Yes.
Congress never indicted Donald Trump because they believe in carrying babies full term.
Yeah, well, this baby's about done. It's about time for a new baby, like the new year.
There's a Christian leader out there. It came across my newsfeed today in a story that says that all aborted fetuses are now being used in food products.
I hate
this food products.
Do people pick their nose and put their boogers in it too?
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
So I'm not gonna lie. I just got word, and this pains me.
What?
Yang's gonna pull out of the race.
Yang's gonna pull out. Well, he said if he did not place, and he would have to pull out.
He's supposed to make a speech here in a little bit. I went in there originally to go look at the poll, and then Tyler just looks at me and goes, "Dude." And it's like, what? I was afraid something terrible happened. I mean, this ain't terrible, but I mean,
y'all like Yang.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'll say it now since he's out of the race. Yang was my first choice. Now
you got to move on to another.
Yeah, it's that simple though. But I hope this ain't the last we hear from him.
Well, because Yang spoke to a lot about what this country is going to face in the future. Automation is going to take jobs, just like Belda was talking about drivers of trucks.
Yeah.
The wages are going to go down because we don't need your ass. You ain't got no job, you ain't got no wage.
Yeah.
We see stores all the time, self-checkout. Walmart, self-checkout. Everywhere is going to be self-checkout. They got a guard there. They're not going to let you steal shit. Those are jobs.
When are we going to get our W-2 forms from Walmart for checking ourselves out?
Yeah.
Right? I agree with that.
Do I get a discount? Do I get the employee discount here?
Do I get a gong for that?
Yes,
you do. There you go.
God,
I might ask him that.
Diana Mallory, I swear that gong's been the best thing to come into this studio in a long time.
Diana Mallory, we appreciate this gong so much.
The thing is, I get my groceries from Wally World because they pack them and they bag them, and I pay for them online, and I have somebody pick them up and bring them to me.
That's
There you go.
Well, that's okay.
they have to have people there literally to get those groceries off the shelves
and
who can do this.
Yeah.
And so therefore I'm keeping somebody in business.
There you go.
Amen to that.
Well, I
give
I
you
do
a
all
bell
my
for
shopping.
that, Beldo.
I do all my shopping at HEB because I live in Texas, and
they got good coupons.
And well, it's a Texas thing.
You live.
Well, Walmart doesn't take coupons anymore, or our Walmart here in Marshalltown.
Really?
Yeah.
HEB. We shop HEB for groceries. You know, I go to Walmart if I need some things, but you know, most of my trips to the store are to HEB just because I'm old and that's what I've been doing for 40 years, 50 years. So I keep doing it. I know where everything is.
Here's the painful thing for us. When me and Rose go shopping, we have to freaking deal with, because our Walmart, which by the way I heard in our local area, because Tyler T works at Walmart over in Portland, we have apparently the worst Walmart in Texas, supposedly, at least in a scale. And the
I
reason,
don't doubt that because they have nothing but the self-checkout now.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get at. There's normally one checker.
Yeah, they don't.
And the
open
last
lane.
few times we've went, even the checker in the garden section is no longer there. So it's like either we wait in line, because there is still a line of people who don't want to use the self-checkout. We have to sit there, and it's like, you know what? It's faster just to go through self-checkout, and that sucks because there's still a fleet of checkout lines.
You want to piss them off?
That
Do what
empty.
I do. At HEB, it says the self-checkout, 15 items or less. Yeah, I can go up there with a full basket, say something to me. I ain't getting in that line down here. I can do this thing faster myself. I don't give a shit how many I got in there.
Yeah.
I do it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm in a hurry. Let me get out of here.
Our Walmart, they recently put in a checkout in the makeup section. So they've got it blocked off with a register because people steal the makeup.
Oh,
and then the condoms are locked up. For the love of God. You know, you got all these, oh my God.
Condom key in section 3, please. Condom key in section 3.
I heard a story the other day. I heard a story from one of my friends over here in Portland or whatever, and they were telling me that I forgot where it was, but there was a story that broke out locally that free condom dispenser got broken into. Let that sit there for a minute. Free condom dispenser broken into.
Oh my God.
Where we are, everybody.
He's going to be Trump supporter.
Yeah, really.
I have to tell you, the other day I went to the post office and I had my little grandson, our littlest blue dot, with me, and they have little baskets of Hershey's Kisses up on the counter for Valentine's Day. And he's like, ooh, I gotta go get some candy. And I'm like, okay, go up and ask the lady if you could have some candy, right? Yeah. So he did, and he was very polite about it. And she said yes. And he went up there and took 2 big old handfuls.
Oh, boy. Thank you.
I'm like, dude, go put those back.
I asked. They said yes.
He says, Mimi, I got them for you. And I'm like,
oh, throwing you under the bus.
He did.
Was that's not Dominique, huh? Dominic?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Not only can he spell, he's pretty smart. Hey, it's not me. I was getting them for her.
He went back. He put back like 4 and took the rest of them. Okay.
Oh, man, that's so good.
Super chat.
Oh, that's a story that just put a smile to my face, ear to ear. I needed that. God damn it.
Okay, here's another Walmart story. Kind of like the condom, but they've locked up the pregnancy test. And there was somebody put a sticky note on there and says, "Why steal him? Go to Dollar Tree and get him for $1."
Get him for $1.
Right?
Yeah. And you go to Dollar Tree and you spend more than $1.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, Diana
I
Mallory.
usually lay a 20 on the counter.
Diana Mallory just donated $5 through Super Chat and said, King Trump is trying to capture the news series. News stories because Bernie had more people at his rally last night. Fuck Trump. I think, and again, correctly spelled P-H-U-C-K. We're glad that people don't use foul language on this show like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no need to be an asshole.
We don't. When we say fuck Trump, we know how we spell it.
That's right. Phonetics is much better.
That's right. It's just all phonetics, baby.
Bernie knows how to spell it. How do you spell it, Bernie?
What's that?
Fuck Trump? You spell it like that?
Well,
fuck?
Yeah, fuck Trump. Yeah. F-U.
Yeah.
I mean, P-H-U-C-K. P-H-U-C-K.
I just use the other alternate spelling.
What is that?
I'm not going to say it because we might get demonetized. Oh, so bad.
Yeah, we gave up on monetization a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's why we have such a loving support family.
That's why
with y'all's support, we can say fuck Trump all the time.
That is exactly right. Because when we started out, we tried desperately hard not to say that word. Don't say P-H-U-C-K. Because then it means my piddly 5 cents that I'd make off that video, I wouldn't get that money. And my trip to Vegas would be canceled. The whole trip to the Bahamas, it's out the window.
And we would say fuck Trump all day long.
All day long, baby. If you want to say it here, say it loud because that's what we need to do.
Absolutely.
Every day. Say fuck you asshole.
You know Melania fucks Trump, but what she sees in Trump.
I don't think she does. I really don't think they sleep on different floors is what I understand. They sleep. Yeah.
Well, you know what she
they don't have. They have. She has her bedroom. He has his bedroom. That's what I understand.
Melania sees in Donald is $1 billion and collect. That's what she sees.
Nancy Pelosi just started an impeachment proceedings against the Attorney General of the United States.
Oh, I hope.
Yes!
There you go.
When I grow up, I want to be like Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi just started an impeachment process against Bill Barr.
Let me check that.
Yes. The Justice Department told they were wrong to suggest a longtime Trump political advisor, Roger Stone, should serve, and that's where the article leads right there. But yes, she started it today.
Good. It tells me that we need to do the same thing he's doing. You see him out here trying to put people's head on a pike. We need to keep our shit. We don't back up. I agree with her. You know, people are going to say, well, they're going to get mad. The Republicans are going to get mad. It's overkill, John. Y'all didn't get him impeached. Y'all got to quit this shit. Quit trying to. No, we're not going to quit trying to get him because he deserves it.
And that was posted by Yogi.
Well, you know, he's actually interfering in the case like Donald Trump. He's obstructing justice.
Yes, he is. That's what Bill Barr is doing. That's what he did today when he intervened in the case against Roger Stone. That's exactly what he's doing. He is putting the their thumb on the scale of justice, baby, right down to the judge.
Where is this news coming from about Pelosi and Barr?
Politico.
Okay.
From Politico. I see one here that somebody posted said Kansas is slipping away.
That was from the.
It's on Discord.
It's on Discord.
It's from the Raw story.
And also, there's a story there that has been posted by the same person. New poll shows deep red Kansas slipping away.
I hope so, baby. I hope so.
He posted that too.
I hope so. That's the one I've seen here. That Kansas is. I hope so. Right now, the toss-up states are Arizona, Colorado, and Maine. Those are the 3 that we think we might be able to get. And remember, we only need 3 to take the Senate. 4, we got control.
And then we can impeach Trump again.
Impeach his ass. Well, he'd be gone. He'll be gone. Because we're going to defeat his ass.
Guys have got to throw Texas in the mix, too.
Yes, Texas is still trying to turn blue. And, baby, we are trying hard. And on that note, I'm going to be getting busy trying to get involved in our local politics. We're going to have to take the camera on the road, which means we have to disrupt everything here. and run back and forth and try to put it.
Yeah. Rally, there goes the rally.
Just rally. We can run that. We can catch this a couple of times a week.
Yeah. If I get a chance, I want to get out and do some live. Yeah, I want to do some broadcasting. Well, I can't do it live because I don't have one of them unlimited data shit things. Anyway,
go to your grocery store.
Go to
your grocery store.
HEB.
Yeah. You know, people there, they like to talk about the old politics.
Oh.
You hate the prices of your...
This is the roving reporter staying outside the grocery store. Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened? Yeah, I did.
That's right.
Yeah, I did. Well, baby, it's been a wonderful night talking to everybody tonight. I guess our time is running close. I want to thank all of you for showing up. Aussie Dave, thank you. We love having you, the international perspective. Your voice here is always appreciated.
Thank you.
And Bernadette, baby, we appreciate your passion so much. And we're glad you're feeling better. And I hope all your cans are getting filled with labels and all that kind of shit.
Oh, dude, I just got labels today.
Did you? Oh, man, I am so happy to hear that. I can't wait. We need to, whenever you get ready, I was thinking we need to put a link for wherever you got to do to get that salve.
All right.
And put it in the chat down here because people, our family is interested in it as well. They should because I recommend it highly. If we could do, let me know how.
You gotta have that decoder ring.
You got to get the decoder ring. Got to get the decoder ring.
That's right.
Anyway, Budman, I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, Dennis, for being here.
He comes and goes, that Budman.
Yeah. There he is. We appreciate your voice here, Bud, all the time. Yeah, turn up his volume. He was down. Say that again, Budman.
So we have just concluded another episode of As the White House Turns.
As the White House turns. As the turd floats. Anyway, Daphne, thank you very much, baby, for coming in and using your voice. And, of course, our own undercover guy, secret CIA agent, Lone Wolf.
Always diligent.
Always diligent, always watching.
Yep.
With a little chuckle in the background. There you go. And our own Velda Lee. Thank you, baby, for being here. We appreciate you all the time.
No problems.
And those in
I appreciate you too.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
John, say hi to Mama and give her a squeeze.
I sure will do that. I appreciate all of you on our Facebook and YouTube family and our Periscope family. It's showtime, baby. Who showed up. Give us the most precious thing you have, and that is your time. Keep your nose in the air. Pay attention to what's going on. Injustice becomes law. Resistance becomes duty, baby. It is our duty to pay attention. It is our duty to save this republic because obviously it is under attack from foreign agents, meaning Republicans, commonly known as Russian spies, I guess. Anyway, y'all say goodnight to everybody. Y'all say goodnight.
Good night, everybody.
There you go.
Night.
We love you.
Y'all.
Thank you for showing up. And we'll see you.
Hello, Anita Clark.
There you, Anita, who? Anita Clark? There you go.
This is hi, Anita Clark, Space Cadet.
There you go. And Space Cadet Bunny. Yeah, I can't say it unless I'm reading it. It's a mouthful, buddy. I finally mastered Megalith Willie, so, I'm still wearing on Karen Van Wyck. I still slip and say Wick every once in a while. Anyway, before I get myself in more trouble.
I'll leave you with this. Sorry, mate. I'll leave you with a little joke. What do you see when you look into Donald Trump's eyes?
What do you see, Dave?
The back of his head.
The back of his head, because there's nothing there. It's empty. It's empty. Just his brain is gone.
Good night.
Good night, Blue Dots. I love y'all forever. Y'all take care. We'll be back here again Thursday night for another family meeting. Tomorrow's hump day. We got the camel ready right here. And keep your nose up in the air, baby. Keep what's going on. Anyway, everybody on the line, nobody in the bunker. We'll see y'all later. Good night now.